election and new headaches for the Clinton campaign as we learn a central player in the FBI's investigation into her emails also had close ties to a longtime Clinton confidant. He happens to be the Virginia governor, Terry McAuliffe, who was co-chair of President Clinton's re-election campaign and actually ran her first presidential campaign as well. Well, as it turns out, Governor McAuliffe was also the man donating nearly $500,000 to the wife of the FBI official who wound up leading the Clinton email investigation. Judge Andrew Napolitano and Peter Schweitzer of Clinton Cash, of the Government Accountability Institute as well, are here on that. But first we go to Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge. Catherine?
Well, Megan, campaign finance records show that the money accounts for more than a third of the campaign funding for a senior FBI executive's wife. Deputy FBI Director Andrew McCabe's wife, Dr. Jill McCabe, ran for the Virginia State Senate last year. And while she lost the race, she received $467,000 from McAuliffe's PAC and another $207,000 from Virginia's Democratic Party. McAuliffe personally met with Dr. McCabe and her husband in March 2015 to encourage a run. At that time, Andrew McCabe was the Associate FBI Director. 3 months after his wife lost, Andrew McCabe was promoted in February to Deputy FBI Director. In that position, the Bureau says, he took on an oversight role for the first time in the Clinton email case. Critics emphasize these events, first reported by the Wall Street Journal and confirmed by Fox News, coupled with the controversial tarmac meeting between Attorney General Lynch and Bill Clinton in June, 1 week before Hillary Clinton's FBI interview, reflect poorly on the Justice Department and the FBI. Trump hit hard on the allegations today.
It's unbelievable how Hillary Clinton got away with the email lie, the email scam, the email corruption, but now at least we have a pretty good idea.
This FBI ethics manual says employees must avoid even the appearance of a conflict. McCabe did flag his wife's Senate race last year, and the Bureau did review it. Quote, McCabe and FBI lawyers implemented a system of recusal from all FBI investigative matters involving Virginia politics. A process followed for the remainder of her campaign. And during the campaign, he played no role. But a former senior FBI agent told Fox Tonight the Bureau and McCabe did not do nearly enough to properly distance him from oversight conflicts, and their actions are not in keeping with the FBI motto of integrity, Megan.
Catherine, thank you. Well, our next guest thinks he knows where this leak came from, and he's predicting we'll see plenty more like it over the next 15 days. Judge Andrew Napolitano is our Fox News senior judicial analyst. So where do you think the leak came from?
There are probably 100 FBI agents who worked on the investigation of Mrs. Clinton. Hardworking men and women in the field who gathered evidence and interviewed witnesses and shipped this data up to senior management like Mr. McCabe, and are furious at the decision not to prosecute her. They were denied the right tools, no grand jury, no subpoenas, no search warrants. They are the ones who are leaking information to undermine the decision not to prosecute, to demonstrate that it was not professionally made, that it was made for political reasons.
But what of the fact that this guy, McCabe, wasn't running the email investigation at the time his wife was running for office and got the donation from McAuliffe?
This is an issue about the appearance of impropriety. Now, the appearance of impropriety is where to a layperson it looks like it's fishy. It looks like something smells. How can this guy be the #2 person in the Justice Department when the person providing the money to his wife is himself being investigated by the FBI? Governor Terry
being investigated
McAuliffe,
by the
right.
FBI, and this guy's the second in charge at the FBI.
Right, and when he has an interest in that money going to his wife, and when he has an interest in seeing to it that Mrs. Clinton is not indicted because that disrupts the financial stream to his wife.
It seems like they're so, we always learn there's more to the story. Loretta Lynch goes on the airplane and talks to Bill Clinton. What were they talking about? And then just this week it came out, Judge, in the Podesta emails that were leaked through WikiLeaks.
Right.
That, you remember, the New York Times broke the story on March 2nd, 2015, that Hillary Clinton was using a private email to do all of her government business.
Right.
President Obama came out within days and was asked whether he knew, and here's what he said.
Mr. President, when did you first learn that Hillary Clinton used an email system outside the U.S. government for official business while she was Secretary of State?
At the same time, everybody else learned it through news reports.
News reports.
Oh,
so 5 days earlier. The Podesta email show, that's completely untrue.
So here's another theory as to why Mrs. Clinton wasn't prosecuted. Because the first defense witness to be put on the stand would be the former President of the United States, Barack Obama. You knew this because you used it and you authorized it, because here's a couple of hundred emails from you going to her. That statement that he made to Bill Plant was a bald-faced lie, and we now know it, and we have documentary evidence of it.
It can't be true, because the Podesta email that came out 2 days after the New York Times broke the story is asking, should we hold back emails between Hillary and President Obama because of his executive privilege. This was at a time when Podesta was working for President Obama before he went over to work for Hillary. So clearly there were emails to that private email, and Podesta knew it. And several days later, Obama comes out and tries to tell us, I just learned about it.
Do you see how this crowd has degraded the FBI, has degraded the Justice Department, and has degraded the rule of law?
Well, they certainly haven't been fast and loose with the truth. I mean, forthcoming with the truth. They have been fast and loose. Judge, good to see you.
Likewise.